And I think, Stephen, you mentioned diversification is really important. I think this is not only just diversification of parcel carriers, but potentially fulfillment centers as well.
Yep.
A lot of brands are using fulfillment center rates, and there are some fulfillment centers that are only UPS shops, and there are some that are FedEx shops, and there are some that are a mix of both. But as we saw in holiday of 2021, I guess with holiday 2020, even if you're a FedEx shop or have a contract, there are some fulfillment centers that are going to be cut off, right?
Mhm.
There's volume there. So having diversification, not only in your personal carriers, but also in your fulfillment network and having different companies that have different caps, that is just a smart principle to have. I think the second thing is taking a look at regional carriers. This could be a really big moment for them this summer because they compete traditionally with these bigger ones. Of course, a smaller geographic footprint. I think there's a question of can they handle that, but they need to start building those relationships and building that strategy now, not in August when things go crazy. I think the third principle is really around having a flexible tech stack,
Mhm.
and you have that infrastructure in place today where you can be routing things to other providers or you can be holding back or doing other things. I think, Jim, what you mentioned, kind of the fourth principle is just thinking about your promotional calendar and your product drops and just understanding that like August of 23 is probably not going to be a good time to be in e-commerce or to be getting raw materials via parcel. That's a key thing. And then I think that the fifth key principle that I'd say is diversification in your channels. So obviously everybody's trying to get into retail now. Keep doing that. But if you're not only in retail, get into Wish or eBay or Amazon, get those other places where they need to be so that just because the UPS is going to go down potentially for could be a day, could be a long time, doesn't mean that you have to stop selling. Your ecom channel may die, but temporary thing, find other ways to keep selling and meeting your customers.